Welcome to tutorial 3 of our CNC tutorial series for making the laminated project or the cutting board. And in this tutorial we are going to work on some editing. In the previous two tutorials we created a DXF file from our model in Fusion. Then we came into VCarve, set up some project sort of parameters. We got this piece of wood that we're going to be using, so we put them in the job setup area. And so that's the white on the screen is the piece of wood. And then we brought that DXF file in and we moved it and we rotated it, and there it sits. Now, the CNC doesn't want to see the three pieces of wood. It just wants to see the profile that we would like to cut. So we can pick that profile one at a time and just deal it that way. But I think we're going to use a little bit of editing here. We're going to get rid of these lines in the middle. And the way we're going to do that is you can just click on them and hit delete. And that doesn't seem to work, but I'll try it one more time and it's gone now. So what happened there? Well, basically there was two lines on top of each other. So the first one, I'll do it again here, click, it turns it magenta, I hit delete on my keyboard and nothing happens. But that's only because it got rid of one of the two. Now I'll do it again and hit delete. So that might happen to you. It might not, but it might. So if after hitting delete there's still a line, try it a couple times. There might be a couple of lines there. So now I'm going to scroll in using my mouse scroll wheel here, and these ones here aren't quite the same. I mean, I might be lucky to hit click and make them go, but I was having this earlier where if I clicked one, it kind of, there it goes, it clicks the whole thing. So these two are joined. So if I hit delete right now, I would lose everything. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to use the scissors over here. So we have a bunch of editing tools, and what we're going to do is use scissors. And when I use the scissors, once or twice usually, you can see actually the scissors kind of open, so that's kind of cool as you're doing it. You can see the scissors move. There we go. And we'll get rid of those. We can even zoom in and get rid of that last little bit. Oh, that last little bit got the hit Control Z. Remember, that's our friend. Okay, it looks like that's all I'm going to be able to get. That might, oh no, I can get it. I'm Control Zetting. I'm going to try and get that last bit because it might cause me some grief. We'll see. So we'll go back to that in a second. And I'll go back in and get this one over here. Zoom in. Scissor you out of here. There we go. That one's clean. And then we'll go down to the bottom. And we'll get these two little lines. These are just remnants of those vertical lines that we got rid of earlier. Panning, scrolling, the same as in Fusion. I'm panning by holding my middle mouse button down, or my middle mouse wheel, and that allows me to pan around, and scrolling is the zoom. So, and Control Z is the same, it backs you up a step. Okay, so we'll hit close, so we're done with the trimmer. So this is going to help us a nice clean setup for the next part, which is tool paths. So I'll get started on that in this video. So over on the right hand side there's this tab that says tool paths, and what we're going to do is click it. But when I do that, it flies out. It's a little fly out. And if I go away from it and click on the surface here on the main window, it disappears again. And you'll find this to be really annoying. Every time you go over here, it's gone. So the way to stop that is to click this little thumbtack up here. And when you do that, now this is just going to stay here, and that's what we want, because we want it to always be here from this point forward. It's got a bunch of information that we're going to have to sort of work with. So that's the next video. So we'll see you in video 4, where we'll set up our tool paths for this project.